Okay, so I'm here with Madi, one of the co-founders of BOLDR. We've been working together for around 7 to 8 months now. So yeah, Madi, how are you doing today?
Yeah, really well. Thanks for having me. Excited to jump in.
Yeah, awesome. So pretty much my first question to you is, how much money have we been able to make you directly working with us?
Good question. I don't think I have like an exact figure, like a dollar term figure in mind, but I do know what email marketing, since you've taken over, has been responsible for in percentage terms. So, just a little precursor, we run our online e-commerce store on Shopify. And according to our Klaviyo statistics, you were responsible for between 20 and 40% of our revenue as a whole. And that is a really, really good statistic. I think it's testament to the quality of work you brought in, the attention to detail, the design aspect of it, and really everything under the umbrella of email marketing. So yeah, we've been really, really happy with the results so far.
Awesome, great to hear, great to hear. My follow-up question to that is, where were you before working with us?
So before starting to work with you, we have worked with an agency, and we have also worked on this ourselves. So we've had some. We didn't have anyone internally that specialized in email marketing, so we kind of thought that we would manage it ourselves. So we've actually only been trading for the past 12 months, and so the first thing that we did was we tried to do it ourselves. We quickly realized that actually it's not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot more time than it looks. And also the quality of emails and strategy behind the emails, and our ability to even do more complex programming on Klaviyo was very limited. So we quickly realized that we just cannot handle this workload ourselves. So we hired an agency to which we paid really top dollar. It was like a very well-known, U.S. agency, and it was quite expensive, very expensive for what our budgets were at the time, and the quality of work was simply not there. We were just a small cog on the big wheel, this massive agency in the U.S., and we just didn't feel like we were a priority, even though for us we're spending a lot of money with them. We did not get the attention to detail. We did not get a feeling that we get with you, where it almost feels like we have an internal team. It almost like, yes, it's an outsourced resource, but it's very feels very much like part of the team. As you know, we have you in our all the different communication channels that we use for our whole marketing team that you're part of. You're constantly aware of our marketing goals, things that are happening within the team. It doesn't feel like we're going out of our way to try and let you know what's happening and what sort of campaigns we're running. It feels like you're already part of the of our internal resource. Yeah, it's just been a real pleasure. Yeah, just a much better experience than what we've had with this huge US agency or what we tried to do ourselves.
Once the agency just goes super big, they just have like a ton of employees and everything hired, so it's hard to give the attention of detail that a boutique agency would give.
Yeah, because in my opinion, like it's really hard to scale right. If you don't scale correctly, it's really, you leave quality behind a lot of the time, because there's really talented people like yourself and other people in your company that that you want your attention, you want their attention, you want them to work on your campaigns, work on your marketing, and so on. And once the company grows, you get less and less quality, less people that are talented, more, you know it's really difficult to continue hiring superstars. So with that in mind, I think the size of the company that you have, the attention that we get from all your team members is really, really important.
Um, what was your overall take on the quality of the flows and campaigns that we made for you?
Um, I think it's really good. I think you came to it with a very good and strategic, but also organized approach, where we broke everything down into flows, our content calendar. Besides improving the quality of the flows and the quality of our like automatic flows, I guess, we also really upped our game on weekly campaigns. And that's something that we couldn't do without a resource such as yourself and your company before. It really upped our game, and I think it's it's just really, really important. No, the quality is really good. I mean, from a design perspective, it was much better than anything we could have done in the past. And I think if there's a certain stage in the company where a resource like yourself is just absolutely critical for e-commerce.
What would you say to somebody that's on the fence about working with us?
Well, listen, first of all, I highly recommend it. It's very flexible in the way that we work with you and your company. So I would suggest give it a go and see if the mixture is right and if the results are there. For us, we started seeing results. Ownership that you took over our emails was, it was just incredible to entrust somebody with our email flows fully, because we knew that this, after a few emails, after a few working sessions, we knew that you're taking complete ownership. The quality is very, very high. The design is there, the thought process is there, and you're not just handing it over to some sort of freelancer that is just going to do a passable job, and then you're going to have to do a lot of rounds of amendments and be unhappy. You're probably going to spend more time iterating and amending things, and actually it's just much better to entrust it to somebody that knows quality, knows a good job, and things are going to be done faster and better straight away. So definitely do it. And then you always have the opportunity to go your separate ways without any hefty long-term contracts.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to hop on this call with me. Do you have any finishing thoughts?
Finishing thoughts. Really happy that we found you. It's been a pleasure working with you over the past 7 months. Really excited to see what's coming ahead. For us as a seasonal business, you've shown to us that we can continue having a really strong email presence even off season. Now that the season is coming in, it's going to be really interesting to see how things progress. I think it's going to be a lot more powerful what you do for us during the season. So just really excited.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Maddie.
Thanks.